We in England need to stop acting like we got problems when we fucking don't, blood. Depression isn't just about money. It's devastating. She's probably got CPTSD and is also part of the reason for the numerous kids and baby dads. No, she doesn't know how to keep her fucking legs closed and pick the right rascal men. That's what the problem is. All you people that claim to have problems, all you people that claim to have depression, all you people that claim to have a bad life when you really don't, I would love for you people to go to a real third world country where things are really bad, like somewhere like Afghanistan or Palestine or the Congo. And I would love for you to sit in front of a child that's had their house blown to smithereens. All their family members have been massacred. Their mum has been violated in front of them. Their brothers had their head offed in front of them. They've got no food, no water, no shelter, hardly any clothes, let alone trainers on their feet. I would love for you to sit in their face whilst they got flies flying around, going in their eye. You know, like you see like these kids in other countries, they got flies on their face and don't even bother them. I would love for you to sit in front of them and tell them about your depression, your CPTSD, your stupid back pain and that you're making up just because you're too lazy to clean up your rascal yard. I'd love for you to sit in front of these kids that have some real problems, that don't claim they got depression. I'd love for you to sit in front of them and tell them about your problems. I'd love for you to sit in front of someone that's got 2 months to live because they've been diagnosed with terminal cancer and tell them how depressed you are, how bad your life is. When it's not. Your life ain't that bad. You're just fucking lazy and you're using depression and all these stupid conditions, as to why you can't bother to get up and make something of your life. Listen, we all have days where we don't feel like it and we all have times where we don't, but and that's the difference between the people that are susceptible to this nonsense and just excuse makers and that. We all feel like that, but most of us just say fuck it and carry on. Just lazy, man. It's just an excuse. All people around the world, they all use excuses. People that look like me, a lot of us. I mean, obviously, I'm not including myself, but a lot of people that look like me, they don't really claim the depression thing that much. But all of them, I say 99% of them, 99% of people that look like me, they claim that black oppression is real and that's why they're not successful. And I'm saying that it's fucking bullshit. You're looking at a man who grew up on the ends, been involved in gangs. I've gone to jail, come out, I've been stabbed. Man's done that thing. Whatever you could think, man's done that really, yeah? Come from a good home, but a poor home. So I come from the bottom of the social economic scale. Get me, my people, them still live in a council house. I'm from a council house, yeah? I was able to turn my life around just by getting a skill, getting myself a trade, becoming an electrician, getting my mind right in that. I'm 31 years old, I'm going to be 32 in September. I'm sitting on 5 fucking properties. So it's possible, blood. But, people always want to claim that there's some issue, there's some reason why they're being held back. You are the reason why you've been held back. You got people out here talking about how life is hard and how broke they are and that. But they're still spending £200 a month on cigarettes, weed, and fucking tobacco. Sorry, drink. Cigarettes, weed, and tobacco. Cigarettes is tobacco. But yeah, cigarettes, weed, and drink. And other forms of drugs. So, I'm tired of hearing people's problems and that. And when you get to my level, it will piss you off. See, when you're at the bottom and all you do is make excuses and that, you don't mind listening to other people's excuses. It reinforces your excuses and that. Like, other people are going through it as well. But when you get to man's level, I ain't saying my level's that high, but it's no disrespect. It's higher than anybody who's probably watching this, yeah? You get pissed off with people's excuses and that. You know what? You want to distance yourself from certain people. You don't even want to go to certain people's house. You don't want to sit around certain people. Because all they talk about is doom and gloom and this person passed away and I got to go to this funeral and I can't afford to heat my house and that and, gas prices and fucking food and petrol and that. But all you hear is doom and gloom, doom and gloom. You don't want to hear about that. That's how I'm going to have to distance myself from a lot of people. You're not moving forward. They think, yeah, that, they're just staying stagnant. No, you are regressing because time is always moving forward, fam. So, but this is honestly, you will never truly understand what I'm talking about because you're not at this level. Like I say, man's level's not that high. But what I'm saying is, people who have really gone from being at the bottom and they've made something of themselves, like not just bought one house and got a BMW. No, they actually made something of themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? They really done the most and that. They will understand what I'm saying. They will understand what I'm saying. Don't let these rich people fool you that they're so humble and that. Do you know why? Yeah, some of these rich people act so humble. They've been told throughout their time that they've been rich. Oh, rich people are snobs and rich people look down on the poor people and that. And when you get money, you think you're better than people and that. So you know what the rich people do? It's not that they're humble. It's not that they're humble. They're just good at pretending that they're humble. So let me get this straight. These rich people are so humble that driving a BMW, because obviously you want to drive a reliable car, obviously. You want to drive a car. You want to be able to hop in the driver's seat and, push the key in and turn into ignition and start and that, and it's going to start and run fine and that. So you want to drive a car that's reliable. So what's wrong with a BMW or Mercedes? No, they're so humble that they need to drive a Rolls Royce and that. Don't let none of these rich people fool you that they're so humble. They're so humble that they need to wear Gucci and Balenciaga and they need to live in a rascal mansion with 2 swimming pools and a fucking games room and a cinema room in the basement. Their fucking toilet, their WC is bigger than the box room that man was living in when I was back at my mum's yard. Real talk. I went to one guy's yard. He lived in a mansion. And there's a cinema room downstairs where I was working, doing some spotlights and that. And I went to use the toilet. I was like, yo, to the guy that brought me onto the job. I was like, yo, Rob, this toilet down here is just a toilet that you piss in and wash your hands in the sink, yeah? It was bigger than my bedroom, yeah? This is when I was at my mum's yard living in a box room. And I'm like, yo, this is mad. So these people, don't let these rich people... Don't let these people who, got a lot of money and act like, they're so humble just because they don't brag about it. The fact that they're driving a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or a fucking Porsche 911 means they're not humble. Why would you not just get a Toyota or a BMW or a Mercedes if they were so humble? They're not humble, blood. They're just good at pretending to be humble. The smartest thing rich people ever did was convince the broke people, yeah, money don't make you happy. Bullshit. Any rich person you hear that says that, just know they're chatting shit. If a rich person ever says to you, money don't make you happy, tell them to give away all their money. Tell them to become an electrician or an average worker and that. Tell them to go and work a 40 grand, 50 grand a year job. Tell them to get on the fucking tube at 8 in the morning where it's packed and everyone's sweaty and that. Tell them to go and work a 9 to 5 and that. They won't do it. So you know they're chatting shit, blood. Don't let these rich people fucking fool you. Me, I will brag because I got the right to brag. I'm not gonna put all this effort in to just be ultra humble. Don't get it twisted though. There's a time and a place to shut your fucking mouth. I'm not gonna go to a wake, yeah, or a nine night as we call it in the get me in the Jamaican community and that. I'm not gonna go to a nine night and talk about So a nine night is basically when someone's I think before someone's passed away or something like that. Can't remember if it's before or after. I'm not gonna pull up there and talk about just gonna, you get me, buy this new mansion next week. Or man, I can't wait for my Lamborghini to be ready. And bro, there's a time and a place to be boasting and bragging and that. But other than that, I will be fucking bragging. I'm not gonna put in the work to then not brag about it. The fuck for? So anyway, man, that's it, man. You ain't got no rascal problems. You're just an excuse maker. Yeah? When I hear people making excuses for other people, well, maybe they got this condition, or maybe they got that condition, or you don't know what happened in their life. You shouldn't judge people, but shut up, man. You're just making excuses because you are an excuse maker. You are an excuse maker. I will judge people, and I hold myself to a high accountability. So therefore, everyone else in this world will also be held to a high accountability. It's as simple as that.